Good morning, everybody. I am outside and I have a thought on the devotional I sent out for the kids ministry for parents. This one is for parents. Orpah and Ruth both followed Naomi, and eventually Oprah, I want to call her Oprah, she returned to Moab. And it's good to know that Moab was a very immoral place. It is the area of Sodom, and it was known for gross immorality. So in the Jewish Midrash, I'm reading a book by a Jewish author, very accepted in Judaism, conservative Judaism. The Midrashes teach that Orpah was a immoral woman who eventually went back to living in an immoral land. So she chose to go back to a people that were very driven by sensuality, whereas Ruth stayed with Naomi, and she said, "Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God." So she went to Bethlehem, which is a pretty miserly place. They didn't feed them, even though when they went back, it was during the harvest season. They should have cared for Naomi and Ruth coming from Moab. However, Ruth has become a portrayal of someone who embraced the Lord and the conservative ways of his people. Where Orpah, I'm going to look that up. Orpah, she was someone who followed after sensuality and would have eventually been absorbed by the culture there. So Ruth left the bad influence of Moab, where Orpah stuck or returned to the bad influence of Moab. So just a thought that as I'm reading some books on the book of Ruth, this is one thing to Jewish people that they point out is the character of Orpah versus the character of Ruth, and where that choice eventually led them. And how Ruth is also like Abraham, and Orpah is like Lot, and Lot eventually fell into sin. When they're going to split, Abraham and Lot were going to split their flocks, and Abraham said, "Go to the left or to the right." Lot decided to go straight into the city of Sodom, a pagan place, and it wasn't too long before Lot gave in to the pressures of sensuality by protecting the guests he had, but the very ones he should have also been protecting, his daughters, he gave them over to sensuality and to sin and allowed them to be destroyed. And then you see the daughters repeating that on him. One time they got him drunk, and then they decided to populate the earth through him. So Orpah is a great illustration you could teach your kids on turning back to what is familiar and to turning into indulging flesh, where Ruth is a woman who stuck with Naomi, went with her, and decided to embrace and be all about following the Lord with her life and being involved in what the Lord wanted. So I just want to encourage you parents, as you talk with your kids about Ruth chapter 1, what we're going through in the kids ministry, there's some background for you that could help you in your conversations with them. Have a super day.